City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars, Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. Today, a couple of Sunbelt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Raging Cajuns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will take the field first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get it.
That's caught, and Scott breaks into the open. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Guys, for just a second, let's think about South Alabama. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Raging Cajuns offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
formation. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bullock. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll try the counter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Jaguars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Jaguars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll pull it on the read. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Back to throw, it's Davenport. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Defense.
To the play will decline the penalty. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Winfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw. It's Winfield. Sets up the screen. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Raging Cajuns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Setting up the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Raging Cajuns are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job on the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're coming flying.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Bullock. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Flushed out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Bullock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Back to pass. It's Davenport. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. And the Jaguars will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got him in, it's Williams.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking down the quarterback, and going and getting it.
He's going to throw deep right side. Holds in the deep ball. Touchdown, South Alabama. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
This game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium.
The Jaguars will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down's coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Winfield. Snags it, and he wanted to score badly, but the defense.
The receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll throw it. Trying to pull his way in. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They want to throw it. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to get field goals. Analytics says this, but now you get no points. And defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th.
Yeah, I don't understand this game. I just don't. Let's go. I got my touchdown back.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout.
The only reason this is not a 2-possession game is because the game literally cheats for the CPU.
4th down play for a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
No.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better.
No, I need more of the same.
Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play.
Let's go.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Jaguars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it on the bootleg play. He's going to... It's a fumble. Defense...
Let's go. That's what I needed. I never get those. I am shocked.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
After picking up a couple,
No matter what, I'm taking the points here. I'm not gonna...
Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Let's go! Conversion.
This offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, put your team in position to win.
This is the type of football I like to play when I can run downhill like this with my running back, with his abilities.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
It's okay. It's third goal. Let's go. Cha-ching. Should be 6-3 if the German didn't screw me, but 5-4 is a decent record.
He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's go. They're going to pass it, so.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Oh, whoa.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes.
There we go.
He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
There we go.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Jaguars want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Got it in the middle.
No. Took out my own guy.
They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly.
Oh.
Inside the 15-yard line. The Jaguars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
No way. That was a blocked kick. Bro. Like, literally, you cannot get any closer. I swear it went through my guy.
Has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about... Oh, he's got some space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No, why would
They're
I?
lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards.
They got 0 timeouts.
On 2nd down. They'll ride Davis here. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of
this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Steps away. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they...
Okay. Yeah, I think he's...
Play called and everyone on the same page here. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Oh, no.
That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Working the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And he's just going to spike it. And the Jaguars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like a hot play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the W.
We win. 28-21.
People said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, almost the polar opposite of what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It was a struggle, but I survived. After that missed kick, I got nervous. It said it was 13 miles. To the left, and then I made it so I could account for that, and then the wind barely happened. These are the ones that I'm talking about. I didn't know if the two A-pluses made it worth doing the hard sell.